Well, hello, it's Mrs. Newkirk here, and today I'm going to be recording our weekly lesson. I obviously would much rather prefer you coming to my office, but since that isn't an option, we're going to continue with what we've been working on in my office, and I'm going to introduce a skill to you today that we're going to be building off of, so I will be talking to you about it next time. So go ahead and make sure you're in a nice, comfortable spot. You can hear me. And you are ready because the first start of it is going to be actually most of it you're going to be listening. So I want to make sure you're comfortable before I begin. So here we go. So communication. Communication is huge. Communication lets people know what you need. It may let people know what you think, or it could let people know what you want. When I think of communication, I think of my daughter right now. You guys know she's like 1.5 years. And her communication is not strong. She can't tell me what she wants. And so you usually see toddlers like throwing fits. It's because they can't communicate yet. They're still learning. But we've grown beyond that. And so it's important, though, to make sure we tell people what we need. Sometimes we keep that bottled up inside. It can turn into something big. So finding somebody important to talk to, things that we've already talked about. But now I want to talk about a different form of communication. How are you communicating? I don't know if we've ever taken the time to, and I'm excited about this lesson, to think, how do we communicate with one another? I've done this activity with just a couple of students so far, and what they told me how they communicate when we started doing the activity, it is not what they told me. It was actually a little different, so I find it interesting. So the way I'm going to introduce it, is I think the best way to learn it, and it has to do with weather conditions. So if you think of the wind, the breeze, that is a passive breeze. So passive is the first way we can communicate. That's when somebody is not standing up for themselves. They are speaking quietly and they apologize often. They're looking down and maybe they have their shoulders. That would be an example of someone being very passive breeze. And we're going to talk a little bit. When someone is passive, they become a target for people to pick on or to take advantage of because they know they're not going to stick up for themselves. So when you're passive, although you're not intrusive and you're not violating anybody, there's also some negative aspects that people might take advantage of you, or you may be in a situation because they know that you're not going to stick up for yourself because of past experiences. So that's why it's important to kind of reflect on which one you are. Assertive rain is kind of the raindrops, and it's where you clearly say what you need. You use I statements like I feel, it makes me upset when you're not blaming other people. If you have had a part of someone being upset, you recognize that and you listen. This is the big one, without interrupting people. Okay, that's number 2. So the first one was passive. The second one was assertive rain. And now the third one is aggressive lightning. It's that boom in a storm. It's that big, it comes with a lot of power. All right, if you're an aggressive communicator, you are trying to dominate or control other people. You're criticizing or blaming other people. You may be threatening people, or maybe you have someone you know that is like this, maybe someone that you can think of. You are not listening to other people, and you are not respecting other people's rights. Okay, so there's 3 communications. All right, I want you to think. Can you tell me the 3 different types? Think of the first one as that's passive. And then when we have the rain, you're assertive. And then we have the boom. That's the aggressive. Hope you like that sound effect. That's the aggressive lightning. So there's 3 forms of communication. I wonder where you think you are. All right. So here we go. I'm going to give you, a situation. All right. So someone walked by your desk and knocked your backpack in the floor. All right. I'm going to give you 3 different. If you're passive, you're sitting at your desk and somebody knocks your things off. I'm sorry, that was in your way. That's somebody being very passive. Assertive is, you knocked my backpack off. Can you please pick that up? You're not yelling. You're not being passive and just letting it slide on by. You're saying something. You're addressing it, but you're not being rude. And then aggressive, which is the lightning. Are you ready? Get back over here right now and pick that up. Think that's going to go over well? That would be aggressive, okay? So now that we've talked about 3 different forms of communication, where do you think you are on there? Have you thought about it? There's one more. Your friend was supposed to meet you to practice baseball, but he didn't show up. So the passive would be, you waited all for a while. Oh, no big deal. I'm sure you're really busy. All right? It's not standing up for yourself at all. An assertive would be, hey, what happened yesterday? I thought we were going to meet for practice. Again, you're asking that person. You're letting them know, hey, we were supposed to meet. I was waiting for you, but you're not being overly aggressive. So here we go. Here's aggressive. You're the worst friend ever. I can't believe you didn't show. You're not asking questions. You're just automatically assuming the blame, all right? Instead of getting to know more. So that'd be aggressive. So obviously we are aiming to having an assertive response in situations, okay? All right, so the next time we talk, I have a worksheet we're gonna do together. So hopefully we're back next week and we're gonna talk about the 3 different types of communication, okay? So I would like you, for your activity, I would like you to email me what type of communication you are right now. Are you passive? That's the breeze. Are you assertive? That's the rain. And are you aggressive? Boom, the lightning. So I want you to tell me, just send me an email and tell me which communication style are you? Passive, assertive, or aggressive? Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or send me a link that we can communicate and I can set up a Google Meet if needed. All right, hope you guys are having a safe day and you're staying warm with your family. Can't wait to see you soon. Bye.